I don't know what that.
Amnesia. I need somebody to help me because
I don't have those services, sir. There are plenty of county agencies that if you're eligible, you would be able to obtain services regarding that. But I do not have those services here at the court, and I can't specifically order something to occur that I'm not sure I have all of the documentation that could occur.
so I can't request any kind of jury trial on this topic.
No, the court specifically found there's not a tribal issue. Your name?
William Brinkley.
All right. Where are we on this case? This is a termination case.
Yes, Your Honor. Position that there's no tribal issue in place.
And sir, what's your position?
They were supposed to forward some information to you.
I have some information.
Yes, asking for a continuance to try and address my health issues that Mr. Steeman has prevented me from, so I can return back to my profession.
Your Honor,
and here is also.
Go ahead, one.
This is also, they mentioned the condemned room, and these are the circumstances of the condemned room. Mr. Steeman refused to turn it into insurance to prevent me from the possibility of earning. Brian McCall, who owned Paul Davis Restoration, was there validated as a valid insurance claim. Mr. Steeman no call, no showed with appointments with the insurance agent and Brian McCall. So he's valuing the property. He also.
But it's his property.
It is in a family trust. So my mom is 1/3 owner, my aunt is 1/3, and my uncle. My mom has been paying bills on an estate that should have been cleared up in 2 years, and none of this would be an issue. But Mr. Steeman was trying to force me out of golf because he thought I hit a golf ball for a living.
Yeah, so month to month tenant.
Yes. I'm not seeing an issue that I would need to be able to try in this, sir.
Also, Your Honor, you note that the house only became livable in May so that I could attain the help to enable back surgery. Since the house was unlivable, and I was there as a caretaker to do maintenance and repairs and keep an eye on the property. A property that was unrentable. So when it switched to being a tenant from caretaker, was ironically when I was able to get help, and Mr. Steeman had prevented me from surgery for over 20 years, Your Honor. And to use my disabilities against me so that I can't defend myself because of chronic pain that causes amnesia, is just, I don't believe that's fair.
Well, I just have a termination of tenancy, not given any of that, and I don't see where any of that would have a bearing.
Well,
necessarily
owes.
You want to keep interrupting me, you can. But where that would have a bearing on his right or the estate's right to terminate your tenancy, or the trust right, I should say. Anything else?
I have, due to my disabilities, I have not been able to find somebody for legal representation because there are contractors and stuff that have bills due that Mr. Steeman has avoided paying also. So he has a great debt on this property that he avoided paying, and he violated our agreement for 1 year that he was going to repay me when I am left in the country with no phone, no car, and no clothes to perform my profession. He created a situation that left me working as basically slave labor, doing things that harmed my back instead of the therapy that helped it. And I'm just asking for a continuance to be able to get the back surgery so I don't have to suffer this.
But I can't do that, sir. We're gonna find there's no tribal issue after hearing. I'm gonna grant judgment to plaintiff for possession. I will extend the redemption time to the 24th.
I'm sorry, sir.
I just issued a judgment for possession. They, instead of it being the 20th that it would issue, I'm extending it to the 24th. So I'm giving a few more days.
Can I get
Gate the premises.
Can I get some sort of representation on this, Your Honor?
Sir, I adjourned it out a week. My file is marked
I have,
legal aid, and then you had that week in order to obtain representation.
I have notes on the situation that, because of my disability causing pain and migraines, I was not able to get through the legal aid when I finally was. I have no, and so just being due to my disabilities, I'm being victimized by being a victim, Your Honor, and I'd just like some legal representation to help defend me.
Have an opportunity to still contact legal services, but I gave you a week prior to the court taking any action. And I've issued the judgment.
Can I get assistance for my disability? Be able to do these things.
I don't know what that,
Amnesia. I need somebody to help me because
I don't have those services, sir. There are plenty of county agencies that if you're eligible, you would be able to obtain services regarding that. But I do not have those services here at the court, and I can't specifically order something to occur that I'm not sure I have all of the documentation that could occur.
so I can't request any kind of jury trial on this topic.
No, the court specifically found there's not a tribal issue. Thank you. Court does call the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Shonda Richardson. That matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion. What's up? I think that's all. All right. Have a great weekend.
The amount remaining on the judgment is $1,845.82. Mr. Mangum's current balance is almost $4,000. It's $3,959. And so at this time, Your Honor, plaintiff is requesting that the court.
Sir?
Y'all didn't get that payment? Y'all didn't get that $2,000 payment?
Or how much was it?
2,000.
When was that made?
It was made today. It was made today. I paid
What?
it. Maybe like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I supposed to pay 1,000 last time I was here, and then paid 1,000 today. But I ain't paid all until I ain't paid till.
In what?
Remember, I supposed to pay 1,000 last time I was here, and then paid another 1,000 today, and I got the check. So I ain't paid the last 1,000 because I was trying to. I had the money, but I was trying to like get more money up, type of thing. So I ain't paid all. I ain't paid 1,000 today.
I see confirmation that the payment was made today.
2,000
Paying off the judgment.
paid out the judgment. All right. I'm going to indicate judgment has been satisfied. That doesn't mean that you have a zero balance. You understand that, sir?
Yeah, I understand it.
So you gotta catch that up. They'll probably just refile and they'll be back here.
Yeah, I'm just.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd suggest you get yourself caught up so you don't come back. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Evergreen versus Christopher Hesterly. Christopher without a T.
Jillian Agan.
Not checked in. think I swore you had another day.
Yes,
All right, so you may proceed.
I get it. Better pen, but I'm not writing in steel. Your Honor, this is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $4,068.95. Court costs are $172 for a total of $4,240.95. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default possession. Writ to issue in 10 days. Yes, I know.
I feel I have a better pen in here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Should I give her a pen? Evergreen Apartments versus Madison Heights.
$1,080,000 for
And Ashton Mathis. All right.
Right. Yeah.
Where are we on this case?
I have a balance including court cost of $1,415.92.
1,000, I'm sorry, give me that.
$1,415.92.
All right. What are your intentions on trying to get that paid?
Last time I came in, I owed like 28.
Right.
I made up 2,650 last night. Get that caught up. The remaining
Hold on. You made a payment of how much?
2,650.
Is that what brought it down to the 1415? Because when I look at my June numbers, I don't know if that. Oh, maybe it does. And that was last night you did that?
I see that payment, $2,650.
And so that's been included in the figure.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The remaining of what I owe is from this current month that we're in currently.
Right. So how are you going to get that paid?
I'm just working.
No, I know. I guess I'll ask it this way. When will you get it paid?
It will be paid before my lease ends on August 2nd.
Okay, so here's the problem. The problem is I can't give you if I were to give them a judgment today, you would have to pay it by the 20th.
Your Honor, I could stipulate to extend that to August 2nd.
You can? All right. So here's what I'll do, young man. I'm going to find no tribal issue after hearing. I'm going to grant a judgment for the 14-15-92 with a writ to issue August 2nd, 2026.
Your Honor, looking at the calendar, the 2nd is a Sunday. Can we put the 31st with the understanding that we wouldn't?
Yes. So writ to issue July 31st, 2026. There's going to be a 72-hour period anyway by the time they get it to me, so you'll be good. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
After hearing, Your Honor, with revelation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Court calls the case Dunco Hills versus Dana Williams.
Hello.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, Judge.
Yeah. Hang
Happy
on a
Friday.
second. Somebody else is coming up.
She's not
Dana
here.
Williams. You're Jacqueline. Who's that?
I'm Shayna.
I know who you are. I'm just
Oh, you said who's
Yes.
that? It's not my
Yep.
mom.
brushing the podium. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
All right.
I was confused.
All right. Yes, and Jacqueline Murphy. All right. So where are we on this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,116.28.
Did you get the payment
Or-
earlier today?
Let me check.
How much was the payment day?
1,400 or 1,450. I'm unsure. I can check though.
I have a payment for $1,400 from this morning.
Okay.
And so it's already been taken off on this figure.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that 2,000 including July's rent too?
Pardon?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted
So
to
how are you
make
gonna
sure.
get this paid?
I can get it paid by the one moment. Sorry, my son was talking to me. I can get it paid I can get all of July paid by, I know you said like the 20th was the latest that you could do for a writ, but I get paid on the 24th. And I
All
can
right.
get the
We
rest
can work-
of
I
June's
think we can
paid.
work with that. We
Okay.
can work with that. So you think you can get this whole balance in by the end of the month?
You said 2,000 something? Yes.
$2,116.
2116. Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were talking to me or your son.
No, he
Anyway,
walked
no,
away.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm gonna find no tribal issue after a hearing. I'm gonna grant a justice to the plaintiff
Thank you.
for the 2116. That's a judgment for possession, and then with a writ to issue July 31st, 2026.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. Otherwise, it won't show up on the other copies.
Is that a different pen? Sorry.
Let's see.
I seen she was
Pardon?
struggling with the pen earlier. I was wondering if that was a different pen she had. It looked like she was struggling again.
Didn't hear it. All right. I've signed that judgment. You got to the end of the month to get this all cleared up, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great weekend.
You too.
Glencoe Hills versus Kathy Ann Haynes
Julian Engen for plaintiff.
and Anthony Haynes.
Hi.
Hello. What's your name?
Kathy Ann Hanks.
All right. Where are we with the balance?
I have a balance in court costs in July rent of $1,903.61.
Okay. All right. How are you going to get this paid?
I can do 1,500 on next Friday
17th.
and
Okay.
balance by the end of the month if I could.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll find no tribal issue after a hearing in this case. Judgment for possession for the 190361 with a writ to issue July 31st. All right. So get that one payment that you're going to make on the 17th in, and then you'll have to the end of the month to get everything done. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great weekend. Glencoe Hills versus Miguel Lopez.
Julian Engen for plaintiff.
Oh, Miguel Lopez.
Samuel Lopez.
Lopez, Riche Collins, and Samuel Lopez.
Samuel Lopez.
You're Samuel?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is your motion to set aside the judgment. The judgment was entered for 33/24/27 in at the end of June. Do we have what the current balance is?
Yes, I have a current balance including court costs of $4,868.11. I don't see that any payments have been made since May. Or April.
I'm not sure how this got on because I don't even have a bond posted. What's your basis why you want this stayed or set aside, sir?
I actually just re-signed my lease with them. They told me to work on the balance, but I was about to say I only filed this in the first place because I heard that it could keep like an eviction off your record or something like that.
No.
But I'm not sure at this point because they just had me re-sign my lease like last week or the week before.
Really?
Your Honor, I don't have any knowledge of that, but
Got
I
it.
know that the amount is still owing.
All right, so you better clarify things with your landlord. I'm gonna motion to stay or set aside is denied. The judgment will stand. So you might want to get to your landlord and clarify exactly everything, because you still have now this judgment.
Okay.
Okay?
Executing the writ that was.
I do not have a writ.
It was. Okay, maybe it hasn't been processed yet. I think it was just submitted on the 7th or
Okay. Yeah, I don't have it with the file yet.
might be getting.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. Glencoe Hills versus Willie Williams.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Your name?
Willie Williams.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Including court costs of $2,408.38.
All right. Sir, how were you intending on getting that paid?
Okay, I had completed the state emergency thing. I just got that back today. And I was denied. They have been working with Friends Indeed. Also Peace Neighborhood and also St. Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't really do nothing until I got this. So I'm gonna ask for a little more time until.
Well, here's what I'm willing to do, sir. I'm going to find no tribal issue after hearing judgment for 240834. All right, that'll be a judgment for possession. I'll extend the date before they can file a writ to the 31st.
Okay.
To tell all of these agencies that may help you
Yes.
that you have to the end of the month to make sure that payment's made.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Williams, if you come back to the court, like you get a copy from the court of your judgment. It'll also get mailed to you, but it might be helpful so that you can send it on to these agents.
You can actually, if you're going to do the judgment now, I'll sign it and then we'll make sure the file gets up there. So you can stop at the front counter, sir, and ask them for a copy of the judgment. They'll have it. Glencoe Hills versus Andrew Jacobson.
You for clean.
Jacobson? No response. You may proceed.
Thank you. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Renter retains benefits $4,748.61. Court costs are $171 for a total of $4,919.61. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only, with the writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Glencoe Oaks versus Ronell Hodges.
Billion.
Ronell Hodges, not checked in, you may proceed.
Your Honor. Your Honor, this is the case for non-payment of rent. Renter retains $8,993.05. Court costs are $171 for a total of $9,164.05. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only, with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. Glencoe Oaks versus Patrick and Susan Foreman.
Again for plaintiff.
Foreman's, No response, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is the case for non-payment of rent. Rent retained possession is $6,970.42. Court costs are $212 for a total of $7,182.42. Claimant requesting legal judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Shatia Brown.
Jillian, anything for plaintiff? That's very. Hi.
Hello. Your name?
See ya.
All right.
The one you forgot last time.
They have to start out like,
You did forget me.
come on, I finally.
Yeah. Yes.
That's that, yeah, it was just so she can come at me. All right.
Hey.
All right. What's her current balance? Where?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,610.33.
All right. And. Okay, that makes sense because the last balance, then you made it.
Yep.
And
I paid 22.
July red kid. All right.
And I'm moving next week. But I just paid $600 today.
Paid 6 today.
Yes.
Okay, when are you moving?
Next week.
Next week?
Mm-hmm.
If it's
What-
before Friday, I'm happy to adjourn.
Yeah. Are you gonna move before Friday the 17th?
What you mean, Jared? Like, what we doing?
Like put the case over to next week, and if you've moved out and turned in your keys, then we'll dismiss.
Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
So be out before then and
Before Friday?
or Friday. Yeah, next week?
Yeah. And then I ain't got to pay nothing. I ain't gonna have no.
That's not true. You
No.
owe the balance, but they can do a payment plan with you
Okay.
for the balance. And the earlier you move, the less you'll actually owe because generally they prorate your rent.
Okay,
Based on
so-
your move out date.
Because I only owe like 1,010. So you saying
Right. So then what will happen, but that 1,010
Mhm.
includes all of
the rest of
July.
July, yeah.
And what she's indicating is that the earlier that you move out, they'll prorate it.
So
So
to go down a little bit.
yeah, it's gonna go down for you.
But they are going to add on utilities in arrears, so
I
they,
just don't want no evictions on my stuff.
so if you move out and we dismiss it, then it'll just show if someone looks it up that it ended in a dismissal, not a judgment,
Okay, so before,
before Friday. And make sure you turn in your key
Can
in
it
the
be-
office
oh, well, you're saying like,
So what I will do is,
Friday morning. It's work.
yeah, because I have to take off work. I'm cool with that.
okay, I'll adjourn it out to July 17th. 2 p.m.
What day?
The 17th at 2 p.m.
Oh, do I gotta come back? I didn't hear you.
I think you're just gonna come back here to just treat me bad.
No.
Okay, no, that's it. I know, I get it. What
Okay,
happens if you move out, they're gonna dismiss it. You turn in your keys and make sure everything's all set. They're gonna dismiss it, so you won't have to come back.
good. Yes,
Wow.
I'm perfect.
She said that.
I'm,
You don't have to come back. Good.
I'm happy. Thank
I saw it.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. What fact?
Mm-hmm. Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Marcus Baskin.
Julian Egan for plaintiff.
Your name?
Marcus Baskin.
All right. And also Taylor Jackson.
She wasn't able to be here with us. She with our children.
Okay. How much is owing?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,666.17.
All right. Looks like we started falling a little bit behind from when we were in June. When can you get that paid off?
I made a payment of I was ordered to pay $750 on or before today. I made that this morning around 7, 8, or 9 a.m.
You made the 750.
Yes.
Okay. Right. And so you're around the 1,900. So when can you get that paid?
Roughly within the middle of August, toward the end, we had just got done moving. We just had to move out by the first. So that way,
Say that again. You're gonna move?
yeah, we in the process of getting everything out of there already now.
So you'll be moving before, what day are you gonna move?
I did all the lifting and moving already. I had to get them out of there so that way we could, in order to, we were moving out in July, but my lady
So
wanted,
you're no longer in this apartment?
not necessarily, we still wanted to get some cleaner so that way we wouldn't have to live at them.
No, I got you, but can you get that done by this Friday?
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this over to the 17th, just like we were talking about with previous defendant. What time is that?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. on the 17th. So just like I was talking about, you go in, turn in your keys, make sure everything's there, all set. 17th, if you're out, keys are in, they'll dismiss this case. You'll still owe what monies there is, but then you can work out a payment plan with the landlord.
Perfectly fine.
Okay?
Sure.
All right, very good. Good luck to you. Call site Lake 3 versus Kirsten Tidwell.
Jillian Egan for plaintiff.
Hello.
How are you?
Name.
Kirsten Tidwell.
Okay. How about you, Zoe?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,940.70.
All right. How are we gonna get that paid?
So when we met virtually on the 29th of June, and I let you know I would be able to make a $600 payment with my check on the 1st of July, I did make that payment. And then I also applied for the state emergency relief fund, but my application was denied. However, I do have a U-Haul truck outside my apartment right now. So I'm on my way to pack and move after I leave here today.
Got it. So you're gonna move out. Okay, so you heard what I told everybody else?
I did.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll adjourn this over to the 17th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Get out of there, make sure the keys are in. What will end up happening is they'll dismiss it.
Okay.
They'll likely prorate what you owe for July, work out a payment plan with them to get it paid back and everything.
Okay.
You all set?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a great weekend. Damon Family Trust versus William Brinkley versus Terrence Stewart.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jillian Egan for plaintiff.
Terrence Stewart. You're not checked in. If you'd like to take a default, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $638. Court costs are $175 for a total of $813. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Glencoe Hills versus Morgan Foreman.
Jillian Egan for plaintiff.
Morgan Foreman.
Hello, JudgeSimpson.
Hello. Let me see if I can find you on my screens here. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $4,473.06.
All right. Swearing, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I have asked for a hardship withdrawal from my retirement. I'm just waiting on them to approve it. The paperwork, they said they didn't get the paperwork at first, FOIA, but I've resent it since then, and that was the 7th. So they said 3 to 7 business days. So I'm hoping to hear something either today or Monday, and then I'll get that taken care of. But I am vacating because I'm moving, because I don't feel safe, because I have a PPO on a stalker. So either way,
that was a lot.
it is a
Okay,
lot.
here's what I'm gonna do. I got you. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjourn this out 1 week.
Okay.
Then hopefully what we can do is we can figure all of that out. In terms of the move out, you can talk to plaintiff's counsel privately about what your intentions are regarding that. So I give them a call regarding that, okay?
I sure will.
July 17th, 2026 at 2 p.m.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
River Drive versus Cameron Griggs.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Hello,
Hello, Mr. Griggs.
how
All
are
right, I'll
you?
need you to turn. I'm doing great. I need you to turn on the camera. Thank you, sir. And what is plaintiff's claim?
I have a balance including court costs of $4,248.63.
All right, Mr. Griggs. How are you intending on getting that paid?
Um, so I was recently hurt at work. I just had surgery and I just got my workers' comp situated. If I can have like 14 days, if that's possible, to get the rest of the money up to pay it, then I could pay it in like
All right,
14 days.
I can adjourn it out 1 week to the 17th. At what time? At 2 p.m.
Thank you.
And then how much could you pay between now and that date?
I could pay like $1,000 between now and then.
Okay. So I'll indicate you need to pay $1,000 by the 16th. I'll adjourn it to the 17th at 2 p.m. Yes.
I just want to make a note. None of Mr. Griggs's payments since he's moved in have cleared. Could we request that be paid to the court as escrow?
All right. Mr. Griggs,
Yes, sir.
you need to pay the $1,000 to court escrow. That means you
Okay.
got to have cash and pay it at the court. Okay.
Okay. So no money orders or anything like that, just straight cash?
No, it's got to be cash
Okay. Yes, sir.
in the court escrow. We'll see you on the
Okay. And
17th.
I'm sorry, would that be at the which location? Which
That's at
courthouse should I?
the Hogback location by the sheriff's department.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Haven versus, is it Ciandre Harris Salam?
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Harris Salam, they are not checked in. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $2,519.40. Court costs are $175 for a total of $2,694.40. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. The Haven versus Raymond Stewart III and Morgan Sheeran.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Raymond Stewart. Jaron just had surgery, so he's bedridden.
Oh, you're right there. Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
I have a balance including court costs of $5,247.60.
All right. And Ms. Stewart, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I literally just started a new job today, so I was gonna make a payment next Friday. Well, before next Friday. And then if Jaron isn't
How much
able
are you
to,
going to pay by then?
500.
So you need to pay 500 by then.
Okay.
I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 2 p.m. I'm going to suggest if you're going to try to make arrangements that you call plaintiff's counsel's office and see whether or not they're going to make arrangements as to how to get this paid.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We'll see you this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Arbor Meadows versus Don Ho.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns, P87855. I'm half plaintiff.
Don Ho. I see somebody lighting up, but that's not for him. Don Ho. No response. Counsel, if you'd like to proceed, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only. Rent to retain is $1,913.31. We have cost in the amount of $178 even for a total of $2,091.31. We ask for the statutory 10-day RIP period, putting it at July 20th. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendant is above the age of 18, is competent, is not a member of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff that's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Meadows versus Terry Ewell.
Here, Judge Simpson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Good morning, Judge Simpson. I'm Terry.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. What is plaintiff's claim?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a non-payment of rent case. We're showing rent due in the amount of $2,183.75. Cost in the amount of $178 even, for a total of $2,361.75.
All right. Ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I am looking for a job. I lost my job 3 months ago now. I've applied for so many jobs. Interview this afternoon, potentially one over the weekend. I have 3 on Monday. I could borrow $500 to pay toward my balance, but I don't have the amount because I don't have the money.
All right. You think you can borrow 500?
I could probably figure that out. I've figured everything out so far.
Okay. Then I'll indicate you're going to try to pay 500 by the 16th. I'll
Okay.
adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 2 p.m. 3 p.m.
3 p.m. at Hogback?
Yes, that is
Okay.
an in-person hearing. I'd suggest maybe you can contact the attorneys for Arbor Meadows, see if you can work out a payment plan. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank you, sir.
weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
Beal Properties versus Morgan Tilley.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Morgan Tilley and Jared Sexton. What did you say? Tilley and Sexton. They're not here. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only. Rent to retain is in the amount of $1,888 even. We have court costs in the amount of $220 even, for a total due and owing of $2,108 even. We'd ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Parkett Sagebrush versus Derek Waters and Nina, is it Martinez?
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Waters, Martinez, they're not present. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only. Rent to retain is in the amount of $2,541.39. Cost in the amount of $236 even, for a total of $2,777.39. We'd ask for a statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Parkett Sagebrush Circle versus Damon Woodard.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And
Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Damon Woodard, Deborah Craig, Candace Craig. Woodard and Craig. Mr. Woodard's here.
He's not here. No one's present.
No one's present at this point. All right. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only. Rent to retain is in the amount of $4,111.06. We have court costs in the amount of $289 even, for a total due and owing of $4,400.06. We'd ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue 10 days. Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Michelle Cates.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Byrne, plaintiff.
Michelle Cates.
Oh, I'm Anthony Hedger. I'm for Michelle Cates. I'm the actual tenant.
Okay. All right. Hedger.
Yep.
All right. All right. What is owing on this, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. We're showing rent due in the amount of $1,459 even, cost in the amount of $183 for a total of $1,642 even.
All right, sir. How are you intending on getting that paid?
I can have it paid by next Friday.
Okay. I'll adjourn this out to next Friday, the 17th, 2026.
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. Can you get it paid early in the day?
Yep.
Okay, get it paid as early as you can. If you have everything paid, the case will be dismissed. If you don't, you need to show up at the courthouse on that date and at that time. Got it?
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Carmen Teresa.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Teresa and Javier Ruda. Teresa Ruda, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment. Possession only. Rent to retain is in the amount of $722.75. Cost in the amount of $236 even, for a total of $958.75. We ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to 10 days. Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Shaquille Wells.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Shaquille Wells. They are not present. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request default judgment. Possession only. Rent to retain is $571.87. We have cost in the amount of $183 even, for a total of $754.87. We'd ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendant is above the age of 18, is competent, is not a member of the military. The premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
You do the same. Arbor Woods versus Bobby Freeman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, P78301 on behalf of the plaintiff.
I'm here. My camera just don't work.
All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
Well, with costs, Your Honor, $3,310.22.
All right. Ms. Freeman, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I got an agency helping me, but we're just trying to figure out what's going on because I do have Section 8, so they're not understanding where the payments is going.
Your Honor, I can verify in communicating with my client on this one. It appears that the housing authority is sending the payments for Ms. Freeman to the wrong address. And so they're trying to communicate with the housing authority to have them sent properly over here so they can properly be applied to Ms. Freeman's ledger. I don't know that there's any missing payments, but I do know that there is an issue with the payments being directed to the right location.
Got it. And so is this total amount, as you can tell, is that their portion or?
Your Honor, I do see consistent payments in a particular amount on the account. I'll have to verify with my client the most recent letter that they got from agency. identifying the split, how much that Ms. Freeman is responsible for and how much the
Right.
agency is paying on her behalf. I don't think she's at a zero pay, but I'll need to verify with my client the last document that they received.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
portion is supposed to be 422.
Thank you,
Okay.
Ms. Freeman.
So here's what I'll do, Ms. Freeman. I'll adjourn this out 1 week to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. We may not have everything resolved, but I think I understand what's happening now on that. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too, bye.
Arbor Woods versus Senja Thomas. Sanita Thomas, maybe? Thomas?
Your Honor, I don't think that the name defendant is here, but I think her mom, Katanjanika, who's in. Oh, maybe they're both here.
oh,
looks
I'm
like
here.
actually looks like they're
Oh,
both
there they
present.
are. They're both there. Okay. All right. And how much is owing?
With cost $4,892.39.
All right. Ladies, how are you intending on getting this paid?
Okay, we had a loss.
Oh, you muted yourself. I'm not hearing anything.
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry about that.
I can.
We had a loss in wages, but we got everything covered. So next week I know we can pay something, but Your Honor, we're gonna be gone. We have to bury my granddad next Friday. So and we're trying to see if I can pay something next Thursday. About 2,000. I'm gonna get it paid off,
2,000?
and yes, sir. I can have that paid before I leave Friday.
All right. And you're leaving out Friday?
Yes, we all are. Yes, sir.
Okay. You're heading south?
Yes, sir. Alabama.
Alabama?
Yes, sir.
What part?
Utah is a small county. Utah Union, close to Tuscaloosa.
I know. I
Oh,
got
sorry.
you.
My bad.
No, it's okay. I know where it is. Most people don't. But all right. So what I'm gonna do is understanding the circumstances. I'm gonna adjourn this to July 17, 2026 at 1 p.m. If the
Okay.
2,000 is paid by the 16th, then I'll adjourn it out another week to
Okay.
the 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But if it's not paid then and you're not here, I'm gonna let them take a default.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Because I couldn't talk while we was down there, could I?
Pardon?
Oh, I can't. I gotta be in person.
Or what you can do, ma'am, is you can submit a Zoom form and then you can actually hold the hearing from wherever you may be traveling or whatever.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pay the 2,000. So, but because I don't want to end. I don't want my mom get upset with me. Okay.
No, I got you.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
very good. Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank
And my
you.
condolences to your family.
Thank you so much.
All
Have a
right.
blessed day.
You do the same. Arbor Woods versus Damon Stafford.
Here, Your Honor.
And Montessori Polk.
Yeah, that's my fiance.
I got it. Okay. And how much is owing on his account?
With cost $2,172.59.
All right, sir. How are you intending on getting that paid?
Well, there was an issue with the water bill that we had because I got hit with that tornado a couple months ago. The neighbor's unit blew literally over on my my fiance's vehicle. So I don't know. There was an issue with the water bill. My water bill was being charged over $350 a month for a couple of months. And so this last bill, I've been working with Kenya over the last week or two, trying to get it figured out with her in corporate. It's charged like there's my normal water bill and sewage is only like $80, but right currently now it's showing like $350 for water and sewage usage. So I've been trying to get that figured out. Plus, my mother-in-law passed 3 weeks ago, and then my daughter had a fall that I had to pay for out of pocket some dental coverage because they caused it cosmetic. That was a $3,000 bill, and we're still trying to figure out how to bury my mother-in-law. But I should be able to pay about $1,000 by like the 23rd, and then probably within a week or two after that, have everything squared away. But I'm just trying to figure out the water bill, and I'm having issues
All
just
right,
trying to
we'll
get it
have them look into it. I'll adjourn this out to July 17, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, sir. I'm going to suggest maybe you contact Ms. Dornbush to investigate on her client's end that water bill issue and to see about working out some payment plan for the rest of this.
And Your Honor, and looking at the ledger, it appears to be resolved. The water bill for July is back down to normal rates. The water bill for June
was
is
300.
Ma'am, sir, don't interrupt.
I'm sorry.
the water
ahead,
bill for, thank you, Your Honor. The water bill for June, and this is the water bill that was billed on June 1st, Your Honor. I believe it is for a period from either April 1st to May 1st or mid-April to mid-May, but it's not for, it's behind the actual usage. And so that's not saying that that's what he was using in June. That's saying what was used for whatever period. Like I said, it's either April 1st to May 1st or mid-April to mid-May. And I can verify that with my client. And if Mr. Stafford wants to reach out, I'll let him know what information that I obtained. But it does look like his July usage. So again, either May 1st to June 1st or mid-May to mid-June is back down to what his typical usage was.
All right, very good. We'll do the 17th at 1. That's an in-person hearing, sir. Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Brandon Wilson and Kimberly Slayton. Wilson, Slayton.
Hi, I'm here. Good morning,
Okay.
sir.
Good morning. Oh, she's on the phone. All right.
Yes.
Your name, ma'am?
Kimberly Slayton.
Okay. And counsel, how much is showing on this account?
With costs $3,748.05.
All right, Miss Slayton, how are you intending on getting that paid?
This morning, I took $1,400 to the office, and I can make another payment of $800 next week. And if I was going to try to call the attorney office to see if I can pay the July's rent, the remaining portion at the end by the end of this month.
Okay, so you paid $1,400 this morning. You can pay $800. What date can you pay the $800?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay,
Yes.
I'll make it by the 16th. Then I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. And contact counsel, make those payments, contact counsel, and then see what you can work out for the rest of this, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Arbor Woods versus Matthew Bell. Matthew Bell, not checked in, and I don't think I've had you sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. For the record, Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff. Your Honor, there's rent to retain of $922.16, cost of $188 for a total due of $1,110.16. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Tanisha Booker. Tanisha Booker. Oh,
Here.
she was there, then disappeared. But she's, Miss Booker, you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to leave.
It's okay. She's
I
there.
just give this to
All
you.
right.
Appreciate it.
What is the claim?
With cost $4,145.44.
All right. And Ms. Booker, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I can have 1,500 paid by Thursday. It would have been paid, but my water pump went out in my truck. So, and without that, I wasn't gonna be able to pay because I wasn't gonna make it to work. But I'll have 1,500 by Thursday.
The 16th?
15. I'm sorry, I lost my voice.
Yeah, by the 16th, the Thursday.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
pay that. I'll adjourn you out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay? And then I'm going to suggest that you contact Ms. Dornbush, see if they'll work out a payment plan for the rest of that or how you're going to get the rest of that paid. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods versus William Calladine. And Bridget Calladine. William or Bridget Calladine? No response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's rent to retain of $1,867.44. Costs are $246 for a total due of $2,113.44. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Sonia Chapel. Oh, she's here.
Hello.
All right, I see. Hello, Miss Chapel. All right.
How you
Ms.
doing?
Dornbush? I'm doing okay. Yourself?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. How much is owing on her account?
With costs $1,958.44.
All right. Miss Chapel, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I have $1,000. I can pay $1,000 today, but I was wondering if I can come up with an arrangement with the other half. I've been paying my rent late. I had death in the family in April where I had to go to Tennessee. So I just been behind ever since then. I didn't even
So
get
how
my
much
joint
can you
yet.
pay
I could pay $1,000 today.
today? Okay, get
Yes.
$1,000 in, and you're going to pay that today.
Yes.
I'm going to adjourn the case out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, but I'm going to suggest you contact Ms. Dornbush, see if some payment arrangement can be worked out. Okay?
Where's Miss Thornbush at? Is she at the office?
She's always at the office when I see her. Yes, but
No, I don't.
Not
I
the
don't go in the
management
office.
office.
Pardon me?
So what you need to do? No, she's not at that office.
Oh, okay. That's
your,
what I was
on
asking.
your paperwork, there will be Pallett's Law Firm.
Okay.
Okay, call that number and ask for Miss Dornbush or Rachel and see if something can be worked out. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Can I ask you a quick question?
No.
Can I pay through my
No, go ahead.
portal? Can I pay through the portal, or do I have to take a money order in?
It's going to have to be a money order. Unfortunately, the portal doesn't accept a partial payment, but you can make a partial payment with the money order.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Miss Chapel. Have a great day.
You have a better one. Thanks.
I like that. Arbor Woods versus Latia Davis. Pardon? Latia Davis, no response. Ms. Dornbush, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $3,487.44. Costs are $188 for a total
Good
due of
morning.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm Latia Davis. Can y'all hear me?
Now we can. All right.
Good morning, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Dornbush. Hello.
The
How
total,
much
Your Honor, then with costs is $3,675.44.
Yes, I'm gonna pay that on the 17th at 9:30 a.m.
You're gonna pay the whole balance?
The whole balance, sir.
All right. So I'm gonna indicate in my file, you're gonna pay that by the 17th. I'm gonna adjourn this out to that same date, July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Get it paid as early as you can. And then if you've got everything paid, you're sure everything's paid, I don't need to see you that day. Otherwise, you'll have to come in if not all paid, okay?
Okay, I see them at 9:30. I'll be there.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good weekend, sir.
You do the same.
Bye-bye.
Arbor Woods versus Anthony Favor. And Jennifer Favor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anthony Favor.
Oh yes, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. And how much is owing on this?
With costs, Your Honor, $3,938.04.
All right.
You hear me?
And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Fidelity, maybe like 10, 15 minutes ago. The only issue I'm having now is that was due on my paperwork that I was given was $1,873, and which they approved me for $2,676, and with
Who
taxes
did?
they only going to give me Fidelity, because with my paperwork they needed the paperwork showing how much my paper for the eviction was, and the 3,000 is a different amount versus what
Right,
I'm
because you have
sent.
July rent now.
Yeah, so with them on there, so but the I would have I would have at least the $2,295 I believe like by next week, because I just got
All
done
right.
submitting that paper
So I'm
to
going to
them.
indicate how much are you getting through Fidelity?
$2,295.
All right. So I'm going to indicate that you're going to pay that by the 16th. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. Once you get that paid, or if it's paid, I'm going to suggest you contact the attorney's office and try to figure out your payment plan or how you're going to get the rest of that paid.
The judge wasn't yelling, but every tenant in the courtroom knew this was their last chance. What started as a routine eviction docket quickly turned into a series of life-changing decisions. One by one, tenants stood before the judge, each facing unpaid rent, possible eviction, and the fear of losing their homes. But instead of immediately ordering people out, the judge asked one simple question: how are you going to get this paid? Every answer was different. One tenant had just made a payment that morning. Another had found a new job. Someone else was waiting for emergency rental assistance. And one woman was literally packing a moving truck while her hearing was taking place. The judge listened carefully to every explanation, but he also made one thing crystal clear. Promises alone wouldn't stop an eviction. Action would. Again and again, the judge extended deadlines, postponed writs of eviction, and gave people one final opportunity to catch up on rent, move out voluntarily, or work with landlords on payment plans. His message never changed. Get this taken care of before the deadline. In one memorable moment, a tenant admitted she was moving out and simply wanted to avoid having an eviction on her record. Rather than rushing to judgment, the judge explained that if she turned in her keys before the next hearing, the case could be dismissed instead of ending with an eviction judgment. The relief on her face was impossible to miss. Another tenant was struggling to connect with a nonprofit organization that promised financial help. Instead of dismissing the explanation, the judge paused the case, clarified who needed to be contacted, and scheduled another hearing so everyone could work together. It was a reminder that a courtroom isn't always about punishment. Sometimes it's about giving people a fair opportunity to fix the problem before it's too late. Still, the judge never forgot the landlords. When tenants failed to appear or couldn't provide a realistic plan, judgments for possession were entered without hesitation. Compassion had limits. Responsibility still mattered. By the end of the session, dozens of cases had been decided. Some tenants walked away with another chance. Others walked away with eviction orders. The difference came down to one thing: whether they were willing and able to take action before time ran out. What do you think? Did the judge strike the right balance between compassion and accountability, or should the court have been stricter? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy real courtroom moments and powerful judge decisions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos.